Trey Vietnam in this bitch. Yeah. Don't forget the RPM. That's what it is. Resist the political manipulation. I'm way too clear about what the fuck it is that I'm saying. You can honestly, if you just listen word for word for what it is that I'm saying, in any given video, you can get the gist of what it is that I'm talking about and what I got going on. Um, it takes a hater to be in their feelings to misunderstand what I'm saying when I'm trying to be so clear. Um, it's just not that big of a leap to go from uh, where you are in your political positioning to understanding that there's a major problem going on. Nobody really trusts government. Everything that helps you create your deepest nightmares about the world, about the future for yourself and for your kids if you got kids, you can't get any scarier than government business. Um, Everybody can imagine our government or another government is completely fucking the world up. We can't imagine another group of people or another arena of thought that could even bring that level of destruction on the earth unless you throw religion into it. Then religion is a good contender because look how many motherfuckers they've killed. Insurmountable, uncountable number of people from the beginning of time have killed and been killed in the name of a religious belief, which I don't understand why that's got to be something that you got to force. Difference in opinion and things like that shouldn't have to be forced at the edge of a sword or at the barrel of a gun. All your good shit, people will adhere to your shit if it's good. You don't got to sell goodness. You don't got to sell it. People come begging for it. People fight their whole lives to get it. If you got to make threats and stupid, silly bribes and shit to get me to take a jabby stab, the whole fucking Fauci ouchie, you got to do all of that to get me to do that. That's how I know you playing. It's obvious. No one really wanted to fall for that shit. The people that did out of fear, out of not knowing, and then trusting motherfuckers that you shouldn't trust. So you should try to know more about the world and then stop trusting them. And dude, I'm telling you, like magic, you're gonna come to the conclusions that I come to. Shout out to Cuz, RPM Javier Gabos. Me and him need to do a stream somewhere in Iowa that we've never been before. Tipton or Davenport. Now here Tipton is kind of a small Iowa town, and that there's some obvious racism and some funny, people don't really mesh well down there. And I hear that it's not even just white folks that tend to have an issue with black people. That for some reason, Mexican people. There's a slight Mexican population in Tipton, Iowa. I hear of. And I've heard some things, and some Mexican motherfuckers don't like niggas around there. It's like, that's crazy to me. That's why me and Cuz gonna go there. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck that, man. Fuck that. You supposed to challenge these things with like, and some people, I've had a hater try to twist what it is that I'm doing to trying to say that I'm trying to provoke the public. And what it is that when people say that I appear to be trying to provoke the public, it's strange. Because they're not stopping to think about what it is that we're talking about and if it should be provoking or not. Because they would almost have to agree that they believe that I'm provoking them, that I must be trying to provoke other people, and that somehow that's the point. It's not the point. I get out here to do what it is that I'm doing with expectations, reasonable expectations, that constitutional and natural rights that we have. I won't have to fucking fight the police about that shit. They took an oath to defend these things. And if they real men, then they understand the nature of it. That if they never developed and organized into a government, it would still already be true in our natural fucking existence. That if somebody tried to hurt me, I could pick up anything in arm's reach to stop them from trying to kill me. And it wouldn't matter what it was that I used, because it's all about the moral act of self-defense. And the weapon that I would use to do that matters not at all. We can't lose ourselves in the convoluted bullshit about what it is that I use to do such a moral thing, protect my own self. When I didn't even start that fight, this shit not that hard to fucking understand. Anybody out there talking shit about what it is that I'm doing or saying, you have to be dumb, or you have to be such a pussy that you're willing to listen to me say this good shit and still pretend to hate me off of what? You ain't got a story. You actually admit that you got nothing. That's neither here nor there. I don't give a fuck about that. The thumbnail that I use in this fucking video is me in Target. If y'all take a look at it, it's kind of hard to catch a glimpse of it, but I am openly carrying my Glock in that thumbnail picture of me in Target, because I want to remind people that I do open carry demos every day, because I openly carry a pistol every day. And some people don't like the open carry thing for tactical reasons or even political reasons. I even heard somebody say on a Iowa City Reddit page, I had to go get a Reddit just so I can get involved, so I can see what's going on, to see if it was positive or negative. Me and Cuz went down to Iowa City last time that we did that. That was a few weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. Somebody got on a Reddit and asked, you know, the public there, did anybody see the guy with the gun and the sign on the corner? And some people responded positively. Some people said some negative shit, of course. And it's silly, because the negativity is never a political argument or a deep articulated point of contention. What I'm doing that would lure me into conversation or to have to defend myself with some honesty and some respectful shit. No one calls me out so that I have to do that. It's always ad hominems and weird insults and like stupid childish assumptions, but it ain't never direct. And when I say that, a hater or people that support me will have to look and say, let me look to see if I ever see any constructive criticism towards what it is that Trey is doing from somebody who don't like this shit. Never, never, never. It never happens. And I'm not just saying that. I mean that shit. It's, you know what? One time on the street before I could set up, a guy walked up to me and he actually gave me a decent argument. When I tried to stop him and get him on camera, he said he didn't want to be on camera. But I should have turned the camera on anyway and pointed it away from him. But he didn't want to be on camera because he knew I was about to roast him. And then that's exactly what it is that I did. But he tried to make an argument that I was making it worse, because anybody who I was scared by doing this is definitely going, or straddle or fence straddlers would definitely lean on the side of caution to then dislike the presence of AR-15s just off of seeing me, and that's fucking untrue. Because maybe if I did it one time, maybe if I popped up in a weird fucking place, I'm on the corner in broad daylight, I have a sign, and I do this often. I do it over and over and over again. So if you see me, or you start hearing for 5.5 years, it's been word around town of people seeing me, because sometimes people walk up to me and say, hey man, I'm glad I saw you, man, I had to stop. My cousin told me about you, or my husband said that he saw you out here, this was months ago, or this was years ago, and boom, here you are again. People who might be scared of me when they see me the first time cannot maintain that same fear after the 10th time, and it's just irrefutable. Who can? After the 10th time, you're going to stop feeling like that, at least a little bit, because you're going to go, well, what I do know for sure is that nothing has happened. That's peculiar. At the very least, that's what you would do. At the most, you would see me first and then have a little bit of the fear. Okay, whatever. It's not like I don't understand where that would come from, but I'm going to challenge you to examine the world and where the fuck you live when this is legal. The Law Society says, go ahead, you can do this. So that's strange to me that the Law Society can go this far to step out of our way so that we can naturally be armed men, and then the public goes, oh, what the fuck? No, the what the fuck should have came from the government, and they didn't even give it to me. I don't understand how you could do this, especially if you're shocked when you see me, and it's been legal exactly like this for so long in Iowa, but you live here and you want to be respected for your political views, but you don't even know enough to know that this was legal until you saw me. I want y'all to fucking like marinate with that thought. Listen to what I'm saying, especially the haters. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm pointing something out real clear here. There's multiple nuances in what it is that I'm doing and what it is that I'm exposing, how effective it really is too, right? And how positive it's supposed to be. Because even people that see me and they fear me, but they realize they can't do nothing about it because it's legal. If you fear me, go get a gun. That way, if I start acting fucking stupid, you can say, I have a fighting chance because I thought maybe this guy might, I don't give a fuck what the reason is. Because the reason can't be whatever you come up with in your fucking crazy ass head. The reason is what the fuck it is that I intend. My intentions are where the truth is at, not in the way you perceive me. That don't even make no sense. That makes no sense at all, because if that were the case, I'm going to perceive every cop for being the stereotypical white racist cop hiding behind a badge to be a fucking racist, to go unchecked, then I'll just assume that that's what every one of them is. And how is that not fair if I do that? But I know I can't do that. You know what to keep me from doing it, even if I really wanted to? 5.5 years of doing this shit. Here's another examination. The police are not trigger happy black guy killers because they never treated me like that. So if I want to fucking hate the cops and I want to be I'm a black guy with a gun, I need to be respected out here. You know what I've proven for 5.5 years? Cops are not going to attack me just because I'm black. And they're not racist like the news wants you to think. They're not to be feared in that way, not completely. In some places, yes. I just did a video on gang banging cops in California that form gangs inside of these sheriff departments and police departments in California. And there's a whole list of them. The video is actually kind of good. Y'all should go check that out. It's called Don't Praise Cops Just Because They're Cops. It's on my channel. Go check it out. It's a dope video. But I did that to point out the abuse that government jobs can afford the worst of us to give them the cover, the best cover that society has to offer if they want to be a racist killer, a person who takes someone's sexual energy against their will, a person who takes little people, very, very young people away from where they would have been safe, but then they start doing weird shit to them and traveling them all over fucking place around a whole bunch of adults that don't really care about the kids type shit, right? They do that shit. They smuggle the drugs and all that other shit. They extort people. They form gangs inside these police departments. Law enforcement and other government bodies will be populated by the worst of us for the people who are smart enough to get the fucking job done, diligent enough to master the craft, the lane of law enforcement, or practicing law. If you're a lawyer, you move on to be a judge. Yeah, you are in position to be a very bad person that will be hard to even recognize for being that bad. And then if we recognize you, it could be hard to stop you. If you want to be that, you'll get a government job, man. And you can probably hide there way easier. It'd be easier to fucking move kilos of fucking cocaine if you were a cop than if you were a regular person. The cop has an advantage and we know it. This is the kind of shit that I'm not going to ignore or then pretend to not know how to fucking fix this because I stopped thinking that the fear or the complacency that, oh, I can't stop them and this is the way it always is. I can't think like none of that. People that can think like that is weird, and people that think that what it is that I'm saying is fucking dangerous or weird or stupid, y'all are crazy, because these are obvious problems that we all have. Who can say that they agree with the way it is when I describe these things in this way? I'm not exaggerating. And who can listen to that and go, I'm okay with that being in that way? No, you're not. None of y'all are. Fucking weirdos. Ain't nobody okay with this, man. Ain't nobody okay with it. I don't care what you say, even if you support the cops. I can magnify certain things about it, like the cover that it provides, for example, and it'll make you say, I don't like that part. That's what all of y'all will say, man. This is weird to me. I can see bits and pieces of who it is that I am and what it is that I'm doing inside of every single person. This is what bugs me. This is what bugs me. These are the things that make it very clear to me that I know I'm not that special. I shouldn't be, and if I am, we're doomed, because it shouldn't be this hard for other people to see it. And it just seems to me that people can be so complacent that they can recognize these things to be issues, especially if not until I describe it. I don't care if that's the first time you went, I never thought of it like that. Good, man, that's okay. I'm glad I can have that effect on you, but it is up to you to be smart enough to recognize it. Then you have to make your own choices about how you interact with the world after that. That's up to you, and that's okay, man. But I do feel like the facade that people put up to be a tough, diligent man that ain't gonna be nobody's fool, you ain't gonna be nobody's bitch, and all this type of shit, that's the way you act in your regular life. I can find something that you will be a stupid bitch about, and then I can point it out to you and articulate exactly what it is that I mean. And then you'd either have to fucking not be a bitch about it, or just admit to me right then and there that, yeah, okay, I'm a bitch about that. I'm less of a man and I'm a little bit of a scary bitch, and I'm kind of fucking stupid about that. You might be right. Then do yourself like that. I like all the honesty. I like all the brutal honesty, bro. Because the brutal honesty is going to call you into power to make better decisions about your life, because we already here, bro. As soon as you're alive and you have a conscience, you have a right to defend that consciousness. And I think examining that consciousness spiritually and physically in this plane of existence that we're in, because it's all a beautiful thing, really. I don't care how bad life gets. I think it's beautiful to be here. I like being here. Some people want self-checkout. 65% of the gun deaths in this fucking country are self-checkout. A lot of people don't want to be here, and that's sad because I feel the exact opposite. No matter how bad life got for me at any point in my life, and I've been through some dark shit, I've never wanted to not be here. I always wanted to be here for 500 years so I can fight against whatever the fuck is fucking with me and other people. I will live 500 years. No problem. I would love to do it. Some people go, I wouldn't want to live forever after a while. I mean, people get tired of living. It's not like I don't understand that. Not me, bro. I could do this for 500 years, man. I'm just getting started. 43 years old. I'm a 43-year-old baby, bro. Life should be more than 80 years. And how much of that would even be quality years if you live to be 80? Life is kind of fucked up a little bit. It's kind of weird. And it's strange, too, because I would want to live for a long time, but I also get myself involved in things that go, you raise the threat level to your life when you do these things and act like this, and you take on, you know, these responsibilities to do the open carry demonstration. And even people that agree with me, when they see me, they don't have the balls to do it. They couldn't imagine themselves doing it. So it is a special thing in the way that I express what it is that I'm doing. But the thought process or the evidence, circumstantial, concrete, it all matters, because it all paints a doomsday picture for humanity, I think. But it's all a powerful thing, and I try to keep it in focus. And even when it's dark and crazy, man, I know that deep down I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to experience anything. I'm paying attention to the consciousness, bro, and I'm so lost in the consciousness that I become accepting, spiritually accepting of what the world is like. But on a physical level, I understand that there's a physical game being played here. We're on a plane of existence that has lots of things going on. It's definitely capping our potential by being lost in such a violent world. You know what I'm saying? And violence only begets more violence. I know for goddamn sure I would not really feel the way that I feel if government was the savior that they pretend to be. They're not that, though. I wouldn't throw rocks at the throne of a king that was blessing my life with the peace that I know I had the potential to achieve. It's doing the opposite. It's doing a whole lot of fucking negative shit on my entire soul's journey. The entire thing is tainted with this government shit, and that's weird as fuck to me, that people won't even look that deep. Or blame me when I go this hard and I say this is why. Because it ain't just about, you know, fucking with my life and they could have left me alone over here. And man, as long as government is a threat, even in the back of my mind about anything at all, even if I was living a life that I would imagine being a dream life for me, a beautiful life, like a perfect life, even then if you tell me, but government is back there, but they will leave you alone while you do this, but they are there, I would be uncomfortable. It would be a negative nagging in the back of my mind that I would just be like, but why, motherfucker? What for? And y'all think, well, what for? Well, somebody's got to build the roads and the blah, blah, blah. Man, this is all shit that we care so much about, and we will figure out how to make that shit go around without them. It's not like we could not figure out how to work the fucking machines and shit and lay the fucking concrete and all that shit if it wasn't for government. They middlemen standing in the middle with their hand in the cookie jar, and I ain't never seen one of these motherfuckers driving a fucking cement truck or working a fucking jackhammer or nothing. Shut the fuck up with all that praising of these psychos. Fucking weirdos. Be praising them. Be praising these motherfuckers, bro. And everybody can look and easily find. You can Google it. You can drive past their fucking palaces and castles. These big ass government buildings paid off the money that you put sweat, blood, and tears into your life energy. The time that you spend conscious, you worked your ass off doing something, trying to provide or gather resources for yourself, and they say, I'll take 30-40% of that, and then you go, damn, what for? Oh, to build this fucking magnificent fucking courthouses and fucking jails and prisons and these fucking fancy fucking cars that they always drive around. Got to be fast, new, top of the line, always in tip-top shape. They get the gas for free and all type of shit. Like, this is what it is that you gave your life energy up so that they can do this to you. Pretend to be different men better than you. How? When we all played in the motherfucking sandbox as children, all the adults would love to see us play together, sharing our candy, sharing laughs and friendship, being nice to each other, not treating other kids that might be a little weird, different, to fucking shame them or to hurt their feelings. You are no better than nobody else because of your skin color or what your parents then gave you. These are all the things that we try and tell the kids so that we can get them to play fairly, and then we grow up as adults and we accept the fact that motherfuckers didn't listen to none of that. Nobody listened to none of that shit. You are not the adult that the kids, the adults wanted you to be when you were kids. When they were telling you to chill out, talk, play nice, be fair. Don't take that. That's not yours. Then you get pulled over. Hey, I don't like the way you was driving. I don't see no victim. If I wouldn't have saw you with my own eyes, I wouldn't have known by any other means, no tangible means whatsoever on the earth, that you ever even did anything at all. But I saw you do something that could be dangerous. So now give me $150 or whatever that means for your life energy that you got to go put in work someplace to bring a representation of that life energy back to me so that I can use it. Go get it, whatever it is. And if you ain't got no job or you're having hard times, don't none of that fucking matter. You better give me that shit. You need that to feed your kids? I don't give a fuck. Give me that 150. If you don't move that fucking car, we'll come see you. If you move that car, we will fucking chase you down even if you kill us or we kill you. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit. We need that $150. Now, this is an exaggerated form of the way citations work, that it sounds crazy, but you will get exactly that if you fuck with them about that $150. And they cut no slack about your economic position at that time and what responsibilities you got. They don't care. They can't even point to a victim. They can't explain why the fucking fee is $150 or more, depending on what's going on, and not just $1. Why is it that they don't ask if you would like to watch a short video of some car crashes and victims, and then the aftermath of people crying at funerals and shit like this? And like, this what you risk in driving so fast? I just want to talk to you. Do you know that? How about you not drive so fucking fast? They could do these things like that to try to tap into your mental, to try to touch your heart about what it is that you're doing. Cops can stand out on the corner like I do with my sign, and stand out there with a sign that say, please stop speeding, while they taking no radar and writing no fucking citations. They can get a similar effect. First thing, when people see him, they go, I was speeding, there's a cop, what the fuck, what is he doing? Then they go, oh, he said don't speed, or whatever. He's smiling and waving and saying, please be safe, there's kids out here. Woo, I'm gonna slow down. And now you got me thinking of something, and that just reminded me of a car accident that I heard about a few weeks ago, where a child died in a car crash and blah 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 blah. You will get an effect. You can get an effect. Writing someone a fucking citation causes a conflict, especially when just because you're not saying it don't mean that it's not true. You will kill them over there with $150 if it goes that far. And I think that's weird to me. I don't gotta like that shit. I think that's weird as fuck, man. I think a hater that talks shit to me about what it is that I'm saying, you weird, bro. Because when you hate on me, you also make me feel like you think that if everything that I say is bullshit, you think that what I just said is also bullshit. Well, then how do you see the world? How do you see the police? Do you happily pay tickets when you get them? Do you admit that you fucked up and that this is bad and you're a bad person, and they deserve $150 worth of your soul's energy and whatever that takes for you to get it? Because maybe you don't even make that much money. So that $150, you can be like, bro, I gotta work. You know how long I gotta work? I gotta spend my life energy in exchange for this money. Then I have to give it to you so you can go further do what it is that you just did to me to other people. Man, fuck y'all, bro. Fuck y'all. Everybody shut the fuck up talking to me if you don't like me. Be articulate, be direct, and don't fucking talk to me, man. No one. Fucking weirdos, psychos, loving this shit. Y'all love the slavery. You love the slavery. You love being a bitch. Yeah? Motherfuckers like being government bitches. That's strange to me. I, for one, don't want to be nobody's bitch. If I ain't hurt nobody, I don't think anybody should say a fucking word to me about nothing. About nothing at all. And as soon as you do, especially with aggression, with any level of a threat implied in your approach to me, I don't know how you the good guy. I think it's impossible. I think it's fucking silly. The world is under hypnosis to even imagine that what someone wears and where they came from in a ceremony that they went through and a little bit of fucking training that ain't shit. That they've done this outside of my presence or my blessings. And once they achieve this, they go, cool, now I'm Trey's boss and the boss of over all of his fucking kids too, and his mama and the people that he work with. Everybody, I'm all you bitches bosses. All your lives are in my hands, and I'm a personal person. I'm just a person, right? That's what these cops are. They're just people, right? But what can he do? He can bring all of his personal baggage along with him, prejudices and moral flaws that he has with him, intellectual flaws. Maybe he has misunderstood his duties and honestly believes that the reckless ways that he acts is actually the right thing to do, but he's actually wrong. What if that's possible? You open the doors to that, because these are just people. They're just human beings, most of which you probably wouldn't like if you knew them personally. Just because all these motherfucking cops are out here nationwide doesn't mean that even on a personal level, outside of the uniform, that I would even like these guys. I might not like their taste in women, or I might not like their other interests. They might have religious affiliations that I don't rock with. All type of shit. I could probably, they might have a dark history or past or some things they doing while they hide behind that badge that I also wouldn't like. But there's this forced implied respect between me and a cop because of the clothes that he has put on, because of these little achievements that he has made, that he thinks that now he can do to me what my neighbor can't do. But how did all of that happen? Because my neighbor will get shot the fuck down, and rightfully so, if he tried to do to me what a cop thinks that he can do to me because of these other little things that don't mean nothing to me or to anybody else. They made it up. I didn't even get a chance to set the standard to say a man who can achieve these things could rule over me as a potential like a boss or overseer of some kind, a sentinel of some kind to me. Y'all didn't even ask me. My qualifications is too high for anybody to rule over me. You'd almost have to be a god, and that's fair because I get to choose whatever standard I want for my woman just as much as I can for anybody who thinks that they can come out here with a gun that I could also have, and that makes them some kind of a boss over me. But it doesn't though. All of these implications and this illusion of authority has led us to a very fucking dark place, man, to the degree that they would actually get from support from the people that they would also hurt in the same way. If a cop does something bogus to me and then I rally against him, anybody who supports the cop doesn't realize that the cop would have did the same thing to them. Maybe even in error if he don't even know what the fuck it is that he's doing, or he's a bad person just looking to hurt somebody. Which they do that. You open the doors for that, and then you create a lane where they can hide too. This is strange to me, and I think it's undebatable too. Motherfuckers don't even be listening to me. Haters don't even be listening. They just be barking and talking, squawking and shit, like little bitch ass fucking angry birds and shit. Just weirdos, man. Weird shit, man. Motherfuckers don't never actually talk directly to me and then say, no, I want to talk to you directly about what you said about law enforcement, how you're wrong. This is what you said, Trey. Then quote me and then say, this is the way the world really works. And then you fucking deliver something as clear and as articulate as I did when I told you fuck the police. Nobody does that shit. The fuck? The fucking frustration, bro, like the disappointment in humanity is just great. But I got to get out of here, man. Peace and love to y'all, man. I might do an open carry demo today just because I'm kind of feeling it. It's nice out here. We was in and out of storm warnings and shit yesterday. I didn't even want to step out. I might have to step out today, man, to show my face to the public. Once again, RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. If you're a hater, eat a dick. You probably stupid or you probably a coward or probably both. Because what I'm doing, it don't even fucking make me special. And if it stays fucking special with me and only me, I bet you we don't get nowhere. Because every method that everybody else came up with before me ain't fucking working well. And you know it's not working well because we're getting deeper and deeper into the bullshit. And you know it. Ain't we getting deeper? Are we not deeper than we was 5 years ago, 8 years ago? You know that we are. Things have changed, and then we get deeper into not being able to fucking stop them from doing what it is that we watching them doing, and don't nobody like it. But then we stay divided about, well, if you rock against them in this land, I think you're a weirdo, and fuck you, and I hope you lose your channel and all this other shit, and that's weird to me. Cheer all of the heroes on, bro. I don't give a fuck what lane that you occupy to tell yourself that government is bad. I don't give a fuck what the lane is. Do it. And I would definitely trust and love you over them. If you down here with me pointing the finger at government saying, fuck them motherfuckers, then you my brother. I don't give a fuck how you came to that conclusion, bro. I'm going to like and respect for you over them for sure. You already better than them to me. As soon as you point to them and say, fuck them, I'm with you. That's all it takes. I'm just telling you this the lane I'm going to occupy. I see them reaching for the gun shit, and I know why they're doing that, because other things that we would not want them to do if they want to flip crazy on us, they're also working on those other things at the same time. They're going, yeah, fuck the money up. Yeah, start this conflict. Fuck them borders up. Give me them guns. And then they do all of this shit, and they need all of it to get what they want. And when you see that they're doing all of this together, and you know that they are, you don't got to be a big conspiracy theory. All of them little examples I just gave you, you know that those are up for debate right now, and things are getting shaky right now, all at the same time, at a level that's rising expeditiously right in front of us, all at the same time. We all know that, and it don't take a conspiracy theorist to come to that conclusion. When you know that that's what it is, and you see me doing what I'm doing, you gotta rock with me. I don't know where the hate coming from. Man, it's crazy, man, because they're not gonna explain it either. They just gonna keep on calling names and making these weird ass fucking slanderous accusations that don't even make no fucking sense at all. I'm tired of it. We are never going to get anywhere because everybody fight each other over the dumbest shit. I can't even post that I'm an open carry a gun rights activist without somebody telling me they don't like my choice of gun, that the gun is trash. And that's crazy, man. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Because you got a fancy gun that you're going to give up when the ATF tells you to give that gun up. You a bitch. I ain't giving up nothing. I'm not giving up nothing. They put that uniform on as if they was willing to fucking live and die by that shit. One day they might die by it. I wouldn't even give a fuck if they breaking all the constitutional laws, all the natural laws, and we know this to be tangibly true. Outside of a conspiracy theory, examine what it is that they're doing and compared to what it is that they're supposed to do. And if you see that they are fucking it up, right away, in all honesty, you have to say, ATF, other government officials with this gun control, are they breaking constitutional fucking laws and shit? Oh, they are? Well, then they deserve all of the pain. They deserve to die every time they go to somebody's door talking that shit. And that's the way it's supposed to go. So now I divorce myself of any feelings of fucking care for them. If they move forward like that, and then these ATF agents start dying, 2 of them die every time they try to go get one pistol brace. If 2 of them die, I wouldn't even care. I would smile a little bit and I'll say, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? And you thought it'd be honorable if you died in that way. Now you can die in the honor. You should have expected that, and I happen to not even give a fuck. We're all fucking basking in the, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't give a fuck. You should have knew it was going to happen, or you shouldn't have fucking took the job. Maybe you might die for that. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care what happens after that. And don't harp on what I say last like a child. You only hear what I say last. Did you hear what I said when I built up to that? If they are breaking constitutional laws and there's a fucking punishment outlined in their own law society of what's supposed to happen, if they did that, then let that shit happen. Let it unfold just like that. The way they said it. I didn't write that shit. I didn't write the fucking standards for them to get the job, the rules and regulations, how their procedures are supposed to go, and what to do if they break constitutional laws. I didn't write the Constitution. I didn't write the fucking repercussions of them fucking it up. All of this is on them. I don't want to hear no bullshit about no threat I made towards nobody, no nothing. Because I made no threats. These are examinations with an expectation that y'all live and die by this shit like y'all said y'all was going to do. That's what the oath was for. Now you can kiss my dick. I ain't threatening nobody. Shut the fuck up. Pussies. Stupid. Idiots. Y'all dumb, bruh. Dumb. I can't repeat what the fuck it is y'all took an oath to without sounding like a domestic. Man, shut the fuck up. Pussies. Shut y'all bitch ass up. That's why I don't care what happened to y'all. I hope it happens. Because it's supposed to. According to your shit. You said it was supposed to. And you said okay when you took that oath. Ha ha. Die now. Pussy, because you fucked it up. Now I don't care. I like being observant and honest, bro. And that's all it takes to be what it is that I am. I ain't even that smart. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Woo bang. Get a gun today if you ain't got one. You probably should. Everybody should get a gun. The bad guys gonna get them whether I say it or not. They don't care about what it is that I'm saying. A bad guy will hear me and go, yeah, I'm gonna get a gun because I came out here to fucking take shit from people, but you're encouraging the people that I want to victimize to act like you and have a gun and shit? That's making my job harder. I'm not empowering no criminals when I say that felons should have guns too. I'm not empowering them. They gonna do that anyway. They're not gonna do it because I said, who the fuck am I? The good people will do what I say when I say it, because the honest observation will tell you that life is your own responsibility to protect. Your life is, that's up to you. It's not up to somebody else. And you know that. No conspiracy theory. You don't got to be real smart. Just say it out loud to yourself. Who's supposed to keep somebody from killing you? Who's got the biggest responsibility to keep somebody from killing you? Probably you. Probably you, man. Probably you, right? Well, then you should get a gun and then not start no fights, but end all of the fights. If you didn't start the fight, I want you to win. You might need a gun for that. Stop playing. That's it. It's too simple. Fuck y'all if you don't like me. Weirdos, bro. Weirdos.